All right.
We are sorry. It is my fault. We are late. I just came in from out of town. And but you got to forgive me because it's actually Sharon and I's anniversary.
Happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary.
Oh, wait. Carl's here. Wait.
Oh, hold on.
Wait.
Hold on.
Carl.
Okay.
All right.
Okay,
now
we're
it's
caught up
official.
for today, but what about last week? We didn't.
Carl wasn't
He
here
wasn't
last
here.
week.
You know what? We're going to have to talk about that, Carl.
It wasn't an official episode because Carl wasn't in.
So what episode is this?
I don't know.
It's 50-something?
50-something.
Okay, 50-something.5 is what it is. Thank you, Carl.
Let me give some shout outs. American Chicano, Derek Mallory, Empty Tomb. Thank you for that super chat. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Super chat.
Thank you, Mike.
Sub Cool. Carl, Bread of Life. Manuel Hernandez. Amen. All right, guys. So we are here. Let's just talk episode, I don't know. And we're just here. We got all kinds of stuff to talk about, but we don't have a list because I literally just drove in from the Sierra Nevada mountains. Ooh. Like an hour ago, I was surrounded by nothing but forest, and now I'm surrounded by people. And
now
it's
you have
sad.
smog just surrounding you.
Yes.
Good
It's
old
just
smog.
sad. Oh, that light's not on.
Okay, I was wondering that one.
Abraham's slipping.
I was wondering what was a little bit
It
different.
should be somewhere around Darth Vader. Is that what happened? Oh, yeah, there it is. All right, now our life is a little brighter.
Jesus said,
It's
"Let
just
there be
Joseph on his work phone is superheat subcool.
Oh, that's who it is?
Yeah, that's what it says. It says it's just Justin on his work phone.
Oh, dang. Cholo Trucker. The thing about Joseph is I invited him to be on this episode. He goes, nah, I'd rather be at work.
That's what he told me too. I asked
Yeah.
him. I said, "Hey, bro, you gonna be there on Tuesday, right?" He said, "Nah, I'd rather going
make
back.
money and pay bills.
I'd rather go back to work now that I have a son."
He said, he said he preferred an attic. I couldn't understand that.
I didn't understand it either.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't get it. I mean, think about it. Job, pay your bills, and not be homeless, or be on this podcast. I don't
mean,
see it.
So why is he not here? I'm confused.
Yeah,
I don't
get it
see
either.
it. For the record. For the record. For the record.
I feel like I just on cocaine.
For the record.
Oh man.
Yeah, so I had a couple meetings, guys. Went to Reno by way of Lake Tahoe just for the scenic route because there's an empanada place there that I had to have. I know it's out of the way of Reno. I didn't care. I had to have it. And it's, God, I always forget the country. Argentinian empanadas. So they're not empanadas like sweet, like Mexican ones. They have like cheese ones, beef ones.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Oh, man, it was worth it. It was worth it. It was worth it.
I felt like I was eating cocaine. Not for the record.
Can't feel my face right now.
So we went. So we went
My
there
face is on,
yesterday. Yeah, and I stayed out there, and then just got back right now.
There you go.
All right, Mile High Hustle, Denver, out of Denver. Hey, how you doing, brother? God bless you.
Tapping in.
Yeah.
What's up, man? How you doing?
Mile high.
Yeah, he's a boxer, and he did a couple fights on that. You know the YouTube channel I watch when they come kind of fight. But he trains actually for real. A lot of the guys that fight are just YouTubers that just get in the ring, but he actually trains and fights.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know him personally, but from what I see, seems like a really down to earth gentleman. You know, so thank you for being on here. So we got some topics. Angel's trying to write them down because, like I said, we're starting a little late. Usually we do this every single Tuesday at 4 o'clock, and we just talk about current events, things that are happening in the church, things that are happening in government, things that are happening wherever. You know, what do you say? Those beef empanadas were bomb. That's right. Now you understand. So you know, brother, that's why you know going to Reno, nah, let's go through Lake Tahoe. That's what happened. And I am not regretting it at all. Amen.
All right, I think I got it down.
All right, what are we going to talk about today?
Well, I got some of the stuff. first of all, we need everybody to calm down and pray because Uncle Donald possibly might have COVID.
Yeah.
And so we want to make sure and talk about that. And so also, as far as our U.S. history, I don't know if anybody's ever paid attention, but it's weird how they have changed history. And U.S. history has been changed in the history books. But there's a story about George Washington that we wanted to share.
Yeah.
And just kind of see if you guys have ever heard this. And then also it's like, slipping on a banana, which I've never understood that because I've never slipped on a banana.
I'll let you know, Carl, right now.
And
yeah, I've seen it all the time and never done it myself.
me neither. And so I bring up that because I wanted to talk about Diddy. He just seems like he slipped on a banana.
He slipped on some baby oil.
That dude, he slipped on baby oil. He fell for the banana in the tailpipe trick.
Heck yeah. If
In a
you know,
literal
you
sense.
know.
Take that.
Take that. I'm not falling for the banana in the tailpipe.
Also, I don't know.
Straight up.
I want to hear some effects today, so I'm going to wear my headphones.
Okay, say it again, Tino. Say it again.
The guy comes up to him and goes, "Hey, we're not gonna be falling for the banana in the tailpipe."
Also on The Bachelor, the most recent episode of The Bachelor is Mom Donnie. And Mom Donnie appears on The Bachelor, and he's trying to win the hearts of New York. And also in the news today, all over, it's been a worldwide tour. It's been packing out just stadiums, packing out as far as just auditoriums, where Kamala is just introducing her new book and letting everybody know that what everyone knows was wrong, and she has a different perception of how the election went as of recently. And on a more serious note, there was another massacre that took place.
Yeah. Actually, it wasn't in Nigeria.
No, in a different location.
Mozambique.
Yeah. And so there was Christians that were persecuted. And we're going to continue to hit on this, and we're going to continue to bring it to everyone's attention. We've noticed some of the more larger platforms are starting to catch up. And so, but we want to make sure that you guys and share that message, that everyone knows, because my question is, Tino, I haven't seen Harvard protesting.
Nope.
The beheading of Christians.
Me either.
Where's Duke? Where's Harvard?
I don't know.
Yale? I'm a little confused.
Because you would think BLM would be protesting black men being beheaded in Africa, because it's Black Lives Matter, and there's black lives being massacred in Nigeria and now Mozambique.
Oh, so you're actually trying to connect BLM, Black Lives Matters, to Black Lives. Okay, I get it. I get what you're doing. I get what you're doing. That's tricky there. I was a little confused.
I want to answer this question before I forget.
I thought BLM was all for hippie white people, bro.
Maybe.
It might be.
Who asked me? Oh, Carl. The name of the empanada place in South Lake Tahoe is called Empanache, and it's Argentinian empanadas. Look it up right now. Empanache. It's spelled exactly the way it sounds, and it is worth it. It's worth getting on a plane and getting a car rental.
From Boston?
And driving there. Yeah, get in your car. Nelson Nava. He's just been wanting to go to your guys' church for the longest. Currently now live in the city of Vacaville. That's not too far. I will tell you this. If you show up, we'll go, not only if you come to service and after say, hey, man, I'm so-and-so. Man, we'll go break bread. We'll go have lunch before you head back. Okay, Manuel Hernandez. I've been sharing it on my Instagram page. It's popping on some pages that I follow.
Amen.
Carl says her excuse tour.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I was watching Trump give a speech, and while he gave this speech, he had the Pfizer CEO there.
Oh, you should have led with Bobby.
Well, that was behind him.
Yeah, I know. That's
right?
what I'm saying. So,
yeah.
let me
Go for it. Go for it.
So what happened was David sent this.
See what happened was
David sent this in, right? And so we're watching it, and Bobby Kennedy, Secretary Bobby Kennedy, sneezes. And Trump looks at him with all of the confidence and says, "Oh, man, Bobby, hopefully I didn't catch COVID right there. Oh, man, I think I got COVID." And he just starts going off talking about how he got COVID and hopefully this and hopefully that. Now go ahead.
No, well, the whole thing, the whole time that the CEO of Pfizer was right to his...
See, that's what's funny about it.
And then he tells him, "Hey, give me one of those pills." He did. I forgot what it's called, but he's like, "Oh man, I might need one of those COVID pills."
but, and he calls it whatever the name of it
And I'm
is.
just like, this dude's clowning, man.
So I thought the video was hilarious already. I was like, dang, Trump just being Trump again. And he's all, "Oh man, Bobby." And then Bobby Kennedy starts laughing. And it's funny because this and that. Well, then me and you were talking about it, and you were like, "Yeah," and the metal of Pfizer was there, and I'm like, "What?" That's why he was asking for that medication. And oh man, it made it even funnier, man. So, dude, if you haven't seen it, it's fun. It's just Trump being Trump, man. Just love it.
Dude, I'm finding now it's kind of like how back in the day we'd watch SNL like I mean like 20 years ago. Right?
Okay. When
SNL
Eddie
was
Murphy
funny.
was on there, and Chevy Chase, and real comedians,
actually funny people. And now it's like, dude, just watching Trump right now is hilarious because he's in a groove right now. Yeah. As far as just with what's happening, he's, I don't know if anybody got to watch the interview with Eric Trump on PBD last Friday.
I haven't had a chance.
No, you guys see that at all?
No. I never got to watch it.
Well, they're talking about when the hats came out of Trump 2028.
Yeah, it was a joke.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so Eric Trump, so he's there on the platform, and they're like, "Can you tell us a little bit about that, whatever?" And so he was like, "It wasn't even my idea." He goes, "It was her idea, right? It wasn't part of his administrative staff." And she goes, and he goes, "What happened was we were sitting there," and she goes, "Man, it's been a little quiet in the news. Let's put a hat out. Let's take a picture of you and put Trump 2028."
Yeah.
And so they took a picture, put it on his Instagram, and he goes, "It went crazy and viral." He said they sold, I think, 250,000 hats in 48 hours or something like that. It was something crazy. And he goes,
people wear it just to get under people's skin.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They sell it on Amazon now.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, I was looking at it.
And the one that takes it the most serious is this dude, the governor. I forget his name. The one here in California.
Who cares about his name?
Yeah, I don't even remember. But
unfortunately,
he's like,
I do.
I take that hat serious. Did you see them say that?
No.
Yeah,
I don't.
I just want to crush it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, what were we saying about Trump? What's funny about Trump is just talking to talk.
He reminds me.
He doesn't turn on the camera.
He reminds me of just when friends are together just talking.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And not the fact that he's talking to 300-some million people. And that's what's funny about it.
Yeah.
Like actually this show, it for me, it's fun because usually I'm very reserved.
Yeah.
I mean, you see me, or when I preach or give Bible study or whatever.
Absolutely, yeah.
And I enjoy this time in this moment. I look forward to Tuesday.
Yeah.
Because this is kind of like my purge day where I could just say whatever, you know what I mean? And it's just fun. And I'm not sitting here trying to be an expert at nothing because what do I know? I watch the same news that everybody else watches.
Yeah.
But we just have fun on it and talking about it,
Absolutely. And that's the one thing I love about Trump is that he does not turn a whole different person when the camera goes on. You know what I mean? Because that's something that if you sneeze.
And that's what politicians do.
If you sneeze, that's exactly what I was like, oh my God, I got COVID.
Right.
Hey, David, let me get one of them pills, bro. Them COVID pills. Shoot, let's go main vein it, bro. Main vein that bad boy, But it's just like.
For the record.
And so it's just like. That's Trump, and he got all these dudes in there with him, man. So it is what it is, man. So
Yeah, I just
a little lighthearted fun with my Theo, man.
Well, and like I said, he's in that groove of just, you know what? the fake media is so exposed.
Yeah.
It's not borderline as if anyone feels that way anymore. It's not, dude. They're so buried. It's not a secret. It's so upfront. And what's crazy is the term fake news just came out 9 years ago.
Yeah.
Didn't he coin it?
Yeah.
I was watching a clip of, I was at the gym and I was watching a clip of South Park. And Cartman, if you know anything about South Park, Cartman is the bigger,
chubby one?
the
The
chubby
chubby kid
one,
with the
right?
beanie?
And yeah.
Thought they're
And-
all chubby.
But he's wearing a shirt that says "Woke is dead."
Oh, really?
It was hilarious, man. It was hilarious. I was just laughing at his shirt, but
So, okay. So, other than the fact that he was joking, what else we got?
Well,
where we going?
We came across. I know you sent this over to us with George Washington.
Yeah, there's two.
I never heard that before.
Me either. There's two things. I can't. We don't. Again, if you want to be our podcast engineer, to be back there, run clips, audio, videos, let us know. We can't pay you nothing, but
We can pay you laughs.
you could get the experience of running a podcast. Most podcasts, like when I go to Tony A, he has somebody working the computer. When I went to American Cholo, he had somebody there working the cameras and the computer. We have a whole system here, and there's nobody there. So when we talk about videos or clips, it'd be nice if we can show them, but we can't. But
If I could turn the camera on, I'd show them the empty chair on the computer that's available. But again, like Joseph, my son chose to be able to live and eat. I don't understand that. I told him live by faith, but he didn't want to believe me.
Yeah.
So it's your fault, Justin.
There's a clip. I'm just going to play the audio, guys. We're going to be ghetto today because I can't show you the clip, but I will show you the audio because it's a short. It's a short,
Yeah.
one of those shorts. And then you understand what we're talking about once I play it because I don't even want to explain it because it'll take longer to explain it than just to show it.
Well, while you're doing that, just one more perk. We will have a bottle of water for them.
Yeah, you will have a bottle of water
Yeah.
and some chips.
It might be
Ooh.
the bottle might be refilled,
from the sink.
but we washed it.
As a matter of fact, everybody, it's this
Is that-
bottle.
Yeah, I can't find our string of. Oh, there it is. Sorry. Okay.
So I have it right here.
Here it is. I'm just going to play it on my mic. Wait.
Story about George Washington, the bulletproof president. Yeah. George Washington was a courier for General Braddock, one of the English generals during the French and Indian War. All of the couriers were killed. Washington had 2 horses shot from beneath him, and he had 4 bullet holes in his jacket, but no flesh wounds. He had bullet fragments in his hair.
You know what? Hold on. I forgot. My phone can connect directly to this, remember?
Oh yeah. For the record.
For the record. Oh, man, that was loud. Let's see what happens when I play it. Might be too loud.
Wait, did you know this was taken out of our history books?
Story about George Washington, the bulletproof president. Yeah. George Washington was a courier for General Braddock, one of the English generals during the French and Indian War. All of the couriers were killed. Washington had 2 horses shot from beneath him, and he had 4 bullet holes in his jacket, but no flesh wounds. He had bullet fragments in his hair, no flesh wounds. Many years later, he still hadn't become president yet, but he was back in the area, and one of the Indian chiefs who had been involved was elderly at that point, near death. He said to his braves, "Take me to see this man. I must see him before I die." And when they brought him in the presence of Washington, he said, "Sir, I'm an expert marksman, and I shot you 17 times. And my men shot you. And pretty soon I told them to stop wasting their bullets. And I just wanted to meet the man who was protected by the great presence of God." That story used to be in all of our history books until it became politically incorrect. Why was it politically incorrect? God.
Follow or subscribe.
Yeah. So hopefully you guys could hear that. But basically, there's a story in history books about George Washington. This marksman came to him later as he was in his later age and said, I need to talk to Washington. And he basically told him during the war, I shot you. I'm a marksman. I shot you 17 times. And And I told my men to quit shooting at you and wasting bullets because clearly God was watching over you. And I guess that was in history books before. I didn't know that. I didn't know that story was in there. And then they asked him, why do you think it was taken out? He said, because it's politically incorrect. Why was it politically incorrect? Because it was God. Mm-hmm. I thought that was interesting. You know, I have a couple of reasons why it would be taken out. Did I sound Canadian?
Oot? Did you say oot?
Oh, no, okay. I didn't sound Canadian. But
did you want a donut? Right.
So my thought is, one, it is because God was mentioned. Mm-hmm. Or two, I used to hear these books like where the gunslingers, and they would be exaggerated.
Yeah.
Was it that? Just an exaggerated story, so when they wrote history books, they wanted to take out exaggerations or whatever. Or it could really just be that God protected him. I mean, I've heard stories now of stuff like that happening. So, I mean, it's not impossible for God to do that. What do you guys think?
Well, I think that's been, in my opinion, just kind of going. If you study back in church history over the last probably 250 years,
Yeah.
that's been a trend
Of what?
of a lot of supernatural being taken out.
Yeah.
Like, when was the last time you read a book about Charles Haddon Spurgeon operating in the gifts?
Yeah. You mean as far as with not government, just church history itself? They take out the supernatural.
They take out the supernatural.
Yeah.
Because we have turned into a more enlightened, logical society.
Yeah.
Over time, and so that it's happened. If Christians are doing it, why wouldn't the world in turn feel the freedom to do so if the church is doing it?
Yeah.
And so just more and more, with Christianity, I think just that the possibility of the supernatural, and going back to, you sent me a text and I forgot to respond.
Yeah.
Going back to Dr. Heiser, I think that's why that was such a big deal for me in the unseen realm. Just studying that back almost 10 years now, or 8 years. The supernatural side of Christianity is so forgotten, and it's just looked at very flat. Mm-hmm. And so I would imagine then if the church was willing to do that, why wouldn't culture?
Look at that. Superheat Subcool says, in the future, history books will say George Floyd was a hero and Biden was an amazing president. They're already saying that.
I thought that was true.
So just off of this right here, like the Google, I've seen that video before.
Oh, you have?
Yeah. I don't remember that story growing up.
Me neither.
And so
I think it's further back than us.
Yeah.
In history books.
That's crazy.
Because I looked at the comments. It seemed like people that were like in their 70s remember that.
Oh, okay. So I had seen the video before, and I never looked into it before that, obviously, because I had never heard it. But, obviously, I'm the one that Googles everything here, right? So I don't take Google for it to be
you just
in
as
stone.
a reference.
Yeah, definitely.
What?
And, they like to Google it like, all right, Google, my bad. So Google don't like me talking trash about it. But it says right here, rather than being removed from history books, the story itself has been widely discredited by historians and is largely absent from contemporary history education in favor of factual accounts of his life and military career. While it was once circulated as a tale of God's providence, the story is considered a legend by historians, particularly in the context of current educational standards that emphasize historical accuracy and critical analysis rather than religious narratives.
Yeah.
And it's just like, when you think about it, it does make a lot of sense about how they want to go ahead and take anything that glorifies the Almighty God out of it.
Yeah.
As you continue to scroll down, which a lot of people don't do, it says, it says the chief was declared Washington was protected by a higher power after witnessing his miraculous survival of the battle in 1755. The account, rooted in tales from Washington's Dr. James Craik, was first documented in published form of whatever in 1800, but the prophecy itself was fully detailed by Custis in 1828, national drama, The Indian Prophecy. And that's what this is called. It's called The Indian Prophecy. One of the allied chiefs witnessed Washington's survival, and according to the legend, declared that Washington was protected by a powerful spirit and destined to lead to a great nation.
American Chicano says those who control history control the narrative.
100%. I've heard that as well.
Yeah, and that's true. I mean, think about it. If one group is annihilated, how can they write a history?
Right. I mean, okay, in Scripture, doesn't it say somewhere in Scripture that it says they paid the men who saw the angel at the stone being rolled?
Yeah.
Right?
Sanhedrin.
They paid them so that way they would never tell the truth of what was said.
And then it says to this day.
To this day, right?
Which would have been about 30 to 40 years later. Yeah.
And so it was just like, so why would anything change of stopping the presence and the miraculous of God?
Which goes into Epstein, which goes into Diddy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Somebody's paid, man.
Well, it's crazy because it's like, we were so surprised to go fake news.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, that's actually been a very long-standing thing. Like the story you were saying. You go back to World War II. One of the guys, when Dietrich Bonhoeffer got arrested, he had a friend that went to Europe.
Yeah.
And they started this mass crusade to give misinformation out.
Yeah.
So they had an actual radio program that they would do in German to the German soldiers. But they were against the German soldiers, and they were actually sending the signal outside of Germany in. And so whoever would catch it, and they would go, and they would have these conversations. They would go, then in German they would say, "Hey, we're going to be at this certain place. We have hot dogs and warm food, and we want you to go." And so German soldiers would leave their post, for hundreds of miles, and nobody would be there. And then they'd go back. What did that do? That took them out of place. That wasted food. That wasted time. That wasted energy. Some soldiers would die on the trail. All for just misinformation from a radio program. It's been around for a very long time.
American Chicano says even church history.
Absolutely.
Yeah, exactly. Isn't there a group that they claim they believe the Bible is the word of God, but they were very uncomfortable with the miracles and anything supernatural. So they wanted to take that out. They wanted to take out the big fish. They wanted to take out the Red Sea opening. They wanted, and they wanted to take it out of the Gospels.
Oh, you're talking about more recent?
Yeah, I had heard of that.
Yeah, what was it? The Gospel Christian Society or something?
I don't know, but
about 30 years
when
ago,
you talk about the supernatural things of God, it makes some uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And that's weird because I'm just like, if he is not supernatural, he ceases to be God.
Yeah, it was a meeting. I think it happened. I want to say it happened in San Francisco with some major theologians about 40 years ago. About 35, 40 years ago that took place. But while Tino's looking, have you guys ever seen Fahrenheit 451 or read the book? It's a book that...
I've heard of it, but no, I haven't.
Okay. Michael B. Jordan played in the movie. And what it's about is...
Creed?
That guy.
The Creed guy.
Yeah, that guy.
And then you called him a creep. I was like, well,
no.
I don't know.
Don't know him.
I don't know him personally, maybe. But the whole story is just the suppression of information.
Yeah. Huh.
And so that they're hiding books, they're burning books, they're all this stuff.
Oh, I remember the trailer.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's a really good movie. It's a better book. Yeah. But it's just telling. It's an old book, and just kind of telling that story of like what you're saying, how they change history.
Yeah.
I
can't find it.
I mean, like I said, George Orwell wrote it in 1984, and that was in I think late 40s or early 50s that he wrote that. I think in the 40s.
I was talking to someone, a young person here in the church, and we were talking, just having a conversation. And I said, "Well, how's school going?" Yeah. And they said, "Well, I'm taking these classes." And I said, "What classes do you like?" And they were just kind of sharing with me. One of them was, I think it was cultural history or something like that. I don't remember the exact subject. Yeah. And so we just started talking. And because they're young, they're teenagers, they don't understand. Mm-hmm. Oops, sorry. a lot of mistakes that young people will make, and I think even older people, if you don't understand, they're reading history like as if it's math.
Yeah.
2 + 2 = 4.
Yeah.
And there's only one side. I said, no, there's perspectives. Mm-hmm. What I said, I'd like to hear more of the perspective of what you're hearing. And I remember she looked at me. She was like, "What do you mean, Pastor Angel?" And I said, "Well, there's a perspective."
Yeah.
And just something that she never, and we started talking. She was like, "I've never thought of that." And then I told him, I said, even the Bible has this.
Yeah.
You've got 1st and 2nd Kings, 1st and 2nd Chronicles, different perspective.
Yeah.
Of a story. That's why you have some things the same and some things different. You have 4 Gospels, different perspective. Mm-hmm. And it was just interesting to see, just because if you're not aware of that, you read history like it's math.
Yeah, like I love war movies. I love history on it, World War II especially. And then I can't remember what I watched, but something made me say, what did D-Day look like for other countries? Never thought of that, because to me, D-Day was like Saving Private Ryan. Like, that's it. That's history.
Yeah.
That's it. That's the way it is.
We're the good guys.
Yeah. And I still believe we are, but it let me see the perspective, of other sides that kind of trip me out, and I'm somebody that loves these old war movies, man. I don't want another perspective, because I like that perspective. I like that. But, it's just, I forgot this one movie have you guys seen it? I think it's World War I, and the movie is filmed as if it's seamless.
1917?
I think so.
Never saw it. I never got to around the
Awesome. They filmed it as if the camera never stopped. Like there's no cuts.
Yeah, they're just chasing them, and it's just
like Blair Witch Project.
No, well, I mean, but high end. It's like high end.
It's a very artistic way of how they did it.
Yeah, but clearly there's cuts.
I think it's 1917.
Film, first of all, in a camera, film doesn't fit. You can only put like 15 minutes of film on a camera, but it looks like they were so creative. It looks like it ran from beginning to end, nonstop. Amazing.
Yeah.
But it was basically from the British point of view of one of the battles that was there. And anyways, perspectives, man. Perspectives are different.
The only thing that comes up is called deicist.
The Bible thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is that right there?
Oh, deists. During the Enlightenment, who wanted to remove the miracles from the Bible. The most famous example is former U.S. President Thomas Jefferson, who created his own version of the gospel. Mm-hmm. That's right. It was. So I remember Thomas Jefferson had his.
And then you come down here and it says right here, read that.
Liberal Christianity in the 19th century. Some liberal Christians also sought to elevate the ethical teachings of Jesus while being skeptical of miracles. For some, miracles were viewed as superstition, while others chose to interpret the miracle stories metaphorically rather than literally.
And then up here it talks about how Thomas Jefferson, followers, see?
Yeah, Jefferson, a follower of deism and a man of the scientific enlightenment, took scissors, that's the one I heard of, and pasted to the New Testament to create his own version, which is he titled The Life and Morals of Jesus of Nazareth.
And where that is in time, it's not telling me that.
Look up Bible Society. I think it's Bible. Maybe if you can find some Bible.
Bible Society is not the Gideon Bibles in the hotels, or no?
I don't remember. That's what I'm saying. Look it up. I don't want to say that it's. But there was something that took place about 40 years ago.
What am I looking up on them?
Is it the same thing? Are they that same group? It was like a council meeting of a bunch of theologians coming together to debate and to talk about the miraculous and moving it out and certain words and terms. I want to say it was like the 70s or 80s.
Yeah.
Something that my only point is just that even something more recent than that.
Yeah. Some people are uncomfortable, which is weird because I wouldn't want to serve a God that is not supernatural. Like it doesn't make sense. It's weird.
But think about it, David. If you have a God, then they're subservient. Mm. You're subservient to God, to a deity.
Yeah.
But if you have morals, you can still have a society. Mm-hmm. You get what I'm saying? And so you can control the narrative of the morals to have a society without having the possibility of an uprising because of a deity.
That's true.
And so that's kind of where you see it's that mode.
Because the fact is true is that the Word of God, the Bible, Christianity has been used to control people. Mm-hmm. It has. unfortunately, a lot of times, and that's when it's filtered through people that want to use it to manipulate. Unfortunately, though, what you have now is people thinking that all Christianity, when actuality, Christianity was hijacked in order to use it. That's why the guy in the Book of Eli, that's why he was so adamant in wanting the Bible. Remember, he was like, I want that book. I want that book. You know what I mean? Because he wanted to use it to manipulate, to control.
Yeah.
And Denzel Washington's character was like, you're not going to use this for that.
Yeah.
Same thing, right?
Absolutely.
That's what he wanted it for.
There's a lot.
Is,
Yeah.
am I off?
Well, I mean, in the way that David is talking about it,
Different?
Yeah, it's a little bit different. Bible societies create new and revised translations rather than changing the biblical text itself.
I might be
And these
I might be
changes
naming the wrong group.
No,
Yeah.
it's fine because you might be naming the right one because there's other ones here that say gender inclusive language. Some Bible societies have published inclusive language editions, such as the NIV inclusive language edition in 1990s, to address evolving language. I knew there was a reason why I don't like the NIV language. This has been a point of contention with some versions being published.
That is one of the contentions
So if
with
you
the
go
NIV.
and if you guys want to check it out yourself and do the dive, and there's a lot here. I'm gonna definitely read up on this later. But
Some are more subtle than others. Because instead of saying where God is talking to mankind, they'll put humankind. It's just little subtle stuff.
And so it's all I put in the Googles was did Bible Society change the Bible? That's all I put, and then a lot of information comes up. That's why I said it's a lot.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, I've seen things over the years as far as biblical text of how Jesus is taken out in different versions. God was used this much times, 1,000 times this. I don't know the numbers, but 1,000 times in the King James, and in the Message, it's used 200 or something like that. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so they start to take out things. That's why for me, and I know me and you, David, have had this conversation. For me, I always go back, reference New King James. That's my favorite. Not gonna lie. And then I reference even to the King James of English, because when you get into the Hebrew and all the Chaldee and all that kind of stuff, everything changes. So it's just like, man, dude, it is what it is. Yeah. But no, man,
My preferred versions are New King James and ESV.
Yeah.
My preferred. People say, my preferred pronouns. But as Christians, we have a preferred Bible.
Yeah, absolutely.
I actually don't. I hate the word version.
Yeah.
I always use translation because people that aren't Christian, they hear that. Oh, you like that version?
Even young Christians, yeah.
Yeah, you like that version.
I just
So
call
there's
it New
different
Kings.
versions, So I'm like, actually, it's a translation,
Yeah. No, and on this point, just to kind of throw something else in, guys, this is why it's so important to actually carry a physical Bible.
Oh yeah.
I think I was having a conversation with actually Julio earlier. I don't know. I think he said he texted you too.
Yeah.
And so he sent me a text.
The nearly inspired version. That's the NIV.
and we were just talking, and he was asking, just asked me some questions, and I said, it's there's nothing. I would never put that pressure on somebody to say, in a negative way if you don't. But I definitely am a very, 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 very pro carry a Bible. Have your hands touch some leather.
Yeah.
And turn some pages. Because
it's different.
It is, and digital. I have it there when I'll put it on and I'm listening. When I'm driving or, whatever. But I'm always, I want to touch the leather. I want to touch paper, and I want to be able to have that in front of me.
I have this. A lot of young people play video games, and they'll actually. My understanding, I don't play the games. The only game I play is Red Dead Redemption. But where like these war games, I don't know which is the one that's really known.
Call of Duty.
Call of Duty.
Yeah.
My understanding is as you go higher and higher, you can get weapons, right? Do you win weapons, or you gain weapons, or you can purchase weapons, or something?
I have no idea.
Whatever.
Purchase, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we know who the gamers are.
I have all boys. I got PlayStation. I've had PlayStation since they started. So.
But my point is this: they can purchase them, they belong to them, but they don't know what they feel like.
Yeah.
It's virtual. And that's how I see the Bibles. I have a Bible in here. I have a Bible on my tablet when I preach. But there's something different when you can hold it.
One of the stories on here is Baptist Press.
Yeah.
And it says, just the headline says, Bible Society ends NIV revision Baptist leaders talks about. So, like, certain places will take out certain Bibles. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
it's very unfortunate what their narrative is. That's why it's really good for me. Go old. Whatever you can find old.
Disco El Monopolo. Thank you for being here, brother.
So, it is what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. We just got to be careful.
Yeah.
And do your due diligence.
Don't stop reading,
Yeah,
though.
exactly.
Don't stop reading just because you know what, man, and you know what. Don't be afraid to, like, well, if somebody comes and corrects you, hey man, at least you got some knowledge in the game. Like, I think we had this conversation a few episodes ago about reading. Don't stop reading. Don't get into it like, oh, you don't know what the real. I know so many people, man. Unfortunately, they're like, well, I don't read the Bible. Why not? Because which version is the right one? How about you just start reading? How about that, bro? And then start looking into versions. You know what I mean?
That's weird. That'd be like, I'm not eating anywhere until I know exactly
who cut this meat.
Yeah.
Where's the butcher that cut this meat? I need to meet that man.
What grass did this cow eat?
Yeah, show me.
What type of grass?
But you know what would be a good topic, maybe either a video or maybe something, or even on here, is just to go over the different kinds and why, like, what each translation is for.
Yeah.
What the purpose is.
That'd be interesting.
I just look at it. In the blunt way that I speak, I just say that it gets. It's just for the lamest. You know what I'm saying? As the versions go down, that's how I explain it. The versions go down, but it's just like for people to understand, man. Like I said, you want the simplest. Read the contemporary English version. If you don't understand the Bible in that, I don't know what else to tell you. Your next step is a child's Bible, which is nothing wrong because I've read one of those numerous of times, and I've taught out of that numerous of times. So
my first Bible I read as a Christian in prison was a Good News Bible, which was super simple, but that's all the chaplains were offering because most people in jail are illiterate. A lot of them don't know how to read.
Don't know how to read.
You know, that's just the truth. So I mean,
don't stop reading.
Hey, I took it. And I
absolutely. You know, I know people have an issue with the message and different things. Listen, you're going to get a lot of good stuff out of the message.
You can get a lot out of the passion.
Yeah, it is.
But you got to put it in its right context. That's why I always say my little footnote.
Exactly, and that's what I'm saying is I think it would be good for those that are looking at, that are maybe not just beginners, that are kind of wanting to dive in, just to put some context and go, hey, let's put some barriers and put categories just for you to understand. Here's a wrench, here's a screwdriver, here's a drill, and understand the difference real quick. Before you go cut yourself.
But they're even in different blocks. For instance, there's certain Bibles that they're called literal interpretations, and then there's I can't remember the top of my head. There's like a mid.
There's transliterations.
And then there's the simpler, easier reading one, which as long as you know what is what.
That's my point. Yeah.
But even with the history books, right?
Yep.
Read the history books.
Yeah.
Read them. Read what's in your hand, because you're talking the Book of Eli.
Yeah.
Look how valuable books were.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, that goes to tell you something right now. I did a post the other day too that said a friend of mine and myself, we were talking, and she said that some people she knew told her that reading was such a waste of time. I don't like reading. Reading is such a waste of time. I said, then from now on, whenever somebody tells you reading is a waste of time, say you will never be successful.
We love you too, Madison.
Yeah, Madison,
you will never be successful. And she was like, what? I can't tell him that. I said, no. Tell him you had no problem with telling me that I'm wasting my life by reading.
Yeah.
That you tell them, you know what? By you not reading, you'll never be successful. You want to know why I say that? She's like, why? I said, because every billionaire and millionaire, successful ones, right, have wrote a book. And obviously, it was valuable for them to go ahead and write a book. You can't
argue with that stat.
Yeah.
So it is what it's going to be.
Yeah.
Read.
But and church history, read different perspectives.
Get rich that way.
Because if you're reading something against, let's say, the charismatic Pentecostal movement, it's going to be very derogatory, and it's going to paint it in a different light.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean don't read it.
Yeah.
I'm not saying don't read it, because you're going to get nuggets out of that. read all that you can, get all that information that you know, and grow in, and then have a backboard with someone to be able to bounce those thoughts in conversations with and grow.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I have this one book in red. It says The Story of Christianity. It says the author is Gonzalez. See that red one?
Yeah.
That is not charismatic. It's not Pentecostal. It's not, you know. That's going to read different than, let's say...
I think I gave you the blue one.
I don't know.
Oh,
Oh,
down
that's
there?
the other one.
Yeah,
I
that's
don't
the
know.
new, yeah.
That's going to be a way different thing from the Book of Martyrs.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
You know, it's going to be way different. I think it's important to read both.
And you know what? Here, let's be fair here too. Let's talk about the Book of Martyrs. Is there some exaggeration?
There has to be, yeah. Yeah.
Does that mean that they did?
Or if not exaggerations, some presumptions.
Or yeah, and because it's people telling their story,
Yeah.
you know, and so did the star fall at the same exact moment? I don't know, but that's how they remembered it.
Yeah.
Well, you know, I don't know. You know, all these different elements or different things. But here's the question: did they die?
Yeah.
Were they martyred?
What about the Gospels? When it says that Jesus cursed the fig tree, one of the accounts says the next day the tree was dried up. One of the other ones said immediately it dried up. The fact is, did it happen?
Yeah.
It did. You know, and so yeah, it's humans being human, man.
Yeah, and it's like with the gospel. I always tell people, I said, were they carrying around binders and writing notes at the time that it was happening?
No.
Did they write the New Testament?
This is a recollection.
Did they write it word for word? And then people get tripped out and they start getting nervous. And it's like, dude, they weren't writing it word for word. They were writing it through conversation and memory.
Yeah.
Think about
20, 30 years later.
that. Exactly.
Two of them weren't even there.
Exactly.
Two of them weren't even there.
It's third person account.
Yeah. It's actually the whole book of Luke. The one who told the story and the writer both were not there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
Fourth
it's just like, come on, bro. Like, hey, man, just read.
Sheila Skaggs.
Yeah.
How you
Just
doing, sister?
read. That's all I got, man. Just read.
Well,
it.
Chronicles,
And you know
it
what?
says it was written hundreds of years later.
And the thing about it is like I like to say, since we're talking about the scriptures, I like to say, look, man, just read it because you know what? In year 2 of your walk with Christ, it's gonna look completely different than your year 8 with your walk with God. You know what I mean? And it's just it is what it's going to be.
My own testimony, if I have to give the short version, I tell people I got saved February 25th, 2004. That was the day I was arrested. I always say that story. If I'm given a chance to go longer, I do an explanation where I feel like God basically left me and I felt nothing for 7 days. Have you heard me say that part? Mm-hmm. Yeah. But
I don't hear you say that a lot, but you've told me that
yeah,
part.
but if I'm just like that, I'm just like, man, dude, I got saved February 25th, 2004. Because sometimes I don't have the time to explain and break down this whole thing of what I felt happened. So it's the same thing. Somebody might say, man, he's inconsistent. He's a fake preacher.
Yeah.
You know, this and that, because he's lied, because he said, on his testimony, he said this, and another time he said this, but it's, anyways. Yeah.
Yeah, we can go down that rabbit hole. That'd
Next
be fun
one.
too.
Next one. What are we talking about here?
We're talking about some oil.
Yeah, Costco's out. I think they're waiting for their new shipment of baby oil.
So last week, Diddy was sentenced. 4 years and 2 months.
Yeah, I was really moved by that though.
Yeah.
I was really moved when he crouched down below the table
Yeah.
and pounding at on the chair.
For me, it's the audacity that he actually had speaking engagements he already booked.
I know. But hey, 50 Cent said he'd take one.
Man.
I sent him an email. I said, hey, we'll do it. We'll do one of them.
Yeah. So that's
Crazy.
to me
Crazy.
that is the audacity of it. I don't know what to call it. I don't know what he was thinking. You know, but anyways, he got 4 years and 2 months in federal prison. You do 85% of that, and if he does good, the last 6 months he'll do it a halfway house, which he shouldn't be eligible for because anything to do with sex stuff,
Yeah.
You are not eligible for halfway, but I guarantee he'll get it because of his money. How do I know that? Because what's her name? Ghislaine Maxwell?
Ghislaine Maxwell.
She got sent to camp after she gave her testimony. You cannot go to a federal prison camp with sex charges. You can't.
Yeah.
When I hit the camp, nobody hits each other up for paperwork because you can't be there if you have chomo charges. You can't. So the fact that Ghislaine made it to camp and now
maybe I'm ignorant. What's chomo?
Chomo?
Yeah.
Child molester.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, you can't, So, anyways, Diddy got 4 years and 2 months. He has 12 months already, time already. So that's a year. So technically he has 3 years and 2 months. Let's take 6 months off of that. That's what's that? 2 years and 8 months left, right?
Yeah.
Plus the 85%. So 2 years and some change. That's what he's going to do.
It's crazy.
And he should be thanking God. Federal judges will slap you with 5, 8, 10, 20 years like nothing. Like nothing, man. So the fact that he got 4 years and 2 months is he should be thanking. I hope when he fell on his knees, it was to thank God. And unless he bribed somebody and still got time and he was surprised by it, I don't know.
He will. He got hit with the 50 months. Would allow Combs is also going to the diddler will receive help for drug abuse issues. So that's extra time out, right? Mm-hmm. Because
wait, what did it say? What did it say?
For help for drug abuse issues.
Oh, they're going to give him RDAP.
So they'll allow him out, right? That's an out.
No, but if he gets RDAP, it's a 9-month in prison residential drug program.
Yeah.
If you complete that, I completed that.
Okay.
I had drug charges. If you complete that, you knock off 12 months. I guarantee. Oh, he's gonna get it. I didn't even think of that.
And then
he's gonna get that.
And maximize family visit time. You remember the jail? You remember the jail that OJ was put into?
Yeah.
Right. That's basically where Puff's gonna be.
So that means if he's gonna get that drug program, which I guarantee he will, he'll be out in 12 months.
Wow. That's crazy.
He'll be out by next Christmas. He's gonna have a New Year's party next year. An all-white party.
Yeah. And I mean, Bow Wow and Legay has been like rooting for, like, we need Diddy back so we can get our Diddy parties back on. Like, they have literally said this.
Are you serious?
Yeah. And that's just two to name.
So, dude, think about it. That's scary because that means in 12 months we're gonna have a baby oil pandemic. And so, for
guys,
all of you
go
young
buy your
mothers,
baby oil now.
Yeah, go stack now. Go hoard and get your garage full.
Remember when COVID hit, all the toilet paper?
That's what I'm saying.
What's gonna happen.
That's what's going to happen. Because Diddy's about to have a party in 12 months.
Yeah,
that's scary.
Have you seen the Fast and Furious? Whenever Tyrese tells Mia, he's like, "Hey Mia, but you better get the baby's baby oil and put it away," because The Rock was walking in. No? Oh man, it's hilarious. Man.
You know what? I've never seen any of the movies.
That's too bad. You're missing one of the
I've
greatest.
only seen the first one.
I want to see them in order.
Yeah, you got to. You have to. All 112 of them, dude.
Well, because one of them, the last one where the guy that passed away,
Paul Walker.
Paul Walker.
That dude was a solid guy.
Yeah.
I'll tell you why right now. I think that.
The last episode they did, that movie.
Yeah.
They act. His
brother.
They were racing in Mexico.
Yeah.
The film is right in front of Diana's grandma's house.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I remember they called us and they had on I think it was on Diana's Facebook.
Yeah.
The family's taking pictures of the house and all the stuff going on.
That's cool.
I haven't seen the Naked Gun movie.
The new one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to watch it.
Carl's asking
with Liam.
He said
Liam
off
Neeson.
topic, but did you guys see it?
No, I think the guy is cool because just like Bruce Willis, Paul Walker was doing like a whole bunch of like super low budget films.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and you know that like Bruce was what, like a $20-30 million paid actor for
20.
like minimum. As soon as you get Bruce on there, you're paying him $20-30 million, whatever it was. I don't know if Paul Walker hit that status, but he was getting up there as far as pay, and he would go down and do all kinds of low budget films and help out all these writers and just so they can get on their way. And I think that's super cool for a superstar like Bruce Willis to, do that kind of stuff. It's very unfortunate that Bruce Willis doesn't remember anything he does, and know what I mean?
Bruce Willis is awesome.
He will forever be one of the greatest actors in my life. I mean, just by Die Hard alone.
Did you ever see Tears of the Sun?
No.
I think so.
I just reached and
Where
watched
he
it.
plays a Green Beret?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
In
Yeah.
Africa. Hey, man, talk about vengeance is mine.
Yeah.
When he hears them massacring the people there.
Yeah, that was cool.
Did you ever watch the extra footage on that movie?
No.
Okay.
Oh, wait. Where the guys are crying for real.
That they were locals. They hired locals.
Yeah.
So that old man and some of those that are literally crying, when they're playing the movie and the shots, they're literally crying.
Dang, that's
Because
why.
they started flashbacking.
Yeah, PTSD.
Yeah, they were really crying because they remembered
Yeah.
that.
That's crazy.
Yep.
Yeah. That's a good movie. Hey, have you guys seen Tears of the Sun by Bruce Willis?
We'll go
If you
next.
haven't, you got to see it.
Good movie. Good movie. I love that part where the guy goes in and he had raped that woman and she's about to die.
Yeah.
And he's trying to run out and he guts him.
Oh, yeah.
That's a good old Christian moment, bro. That's just
Hey,
good.
that's some godly vengeance.
That's what I'm saying. And he's like, look at her. Look what you did.
Yeah. He gets that big old Rambo knife.
He does the Rambo.
Yeah. He fillets him, man.
That's not a knife.
Hey, he gets filleted.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's next?
What do we got? That's enough of Diddy.
Yeah. Oh man. By
the time we do the next
excited me. I just
episode-
want to see it again.
I think I'm going to go home and watch
This
it.
is what happens when you get done talking about Diddy. You start sliding off because the baby was. Whoa.
Yeah, no, just, I wanted to, I was really moved by the heartfelt emotion and plea recently of a new commercial that was released.
I'm not even typing this up.
And I just, I
Tears
kinda
of the Sun.
It was one of them, I'm watching it and I was wanting to bring it up and I'm just kind of like, I'm not going to cry. I'm not going to cry. Yeah, and where it shows Mom Donnie putting out the rose to New York. And it was really moving of his heart and his willingness to embrace New Yorkers and take everything from them. And just his willingness to communize the community and defund. And I'm really moved by his willingness to remove police officers and put psychologists out there, in front of murderers in the moment.
Yeah.
I think that's really heartfelt. I think that's a good Samaritan. And that's all I got to say about
That dude's
that.
whack, man. Hey, Cholo Trucker is a movie buff. Brother, Cholo, if you come up here, we'll talk movies. I'm trying to bribe him.
Yeah.
So we can figure out how to get him up here.
Okay. We'll do all movies.
And if you do Van Damme, or if you do,
Let's start.
He'll show up in an hour right now.
You know what? Let's do this. If you come and we do movies, let's start best movies of each decade, starting in the 70s.
Oh, dude, that's hard. You can't do that.
Dude, but 20 minutes on the 70s.
Wait a minute. Best movies in our opinion, or what?
In our opinion.
You can't do that.
I think
that's going to be a hard. That's going to be a drag-out fight debate.
Decade, best movie of the decade.
In our opinion,
Bro,
from the 70s,
okay,
80s.
okay, well, just the 80s alone, bro.
The 80s alone.
The 80s alone, you can't do that. Bro, you got... Look,
We would have to break the 80s down into 10 segments.
Bro, dude, man, we'll have the next...
1980,
we're
1981,
done.
1982.
We're done for the year.
Maybe that's a series that we do.
Bro, because...
That means you have to move up here.
You know what, bro? Because, look, dude, Beverly Hills Cop alone.
Dude, I get it.
Lethal Weapon alone. Bro,
But we're just trying to get him here, Tino.
We're trying to get Cholo here.
Yo, Cholo, man, why don't you roll up here, bro? And David will take you out to dinner.
You're
There it
arguing
is.
with me. We're trying to get him here.
No, he's a movie buff, and he has some good opinions, man. Because one time I told him, he asked me, "Hey, what's your favorite Rocky movie?" And I felt like it was a trick question.
What's your favorite what?
Rocky movie. And then I forgot what I told him.
bro,
And he
that's
goes,
the Russian,
"That's
bro."
your favorite?" See, I told him that, I think. And he
Yeah,
says,
it's the Russian.
you sure?
Yeah, over Mr.
And then
T.
he'll break something down that
Yeah,
I didn't think of on part 1 or whatever. This
Oh,
and
no.
that.
All great, except for 5, but definitely the Russian.
But 5 has
That's
that great
4.
scene when he's talking to his son.
See, look at that,
Best
dude.
Terminator.
Judgment Day, bro.
my gosh,
See what I'm
dude.
saying? You can't do it. You can't do it.
What did Manuel Hernandez say? My dad took us to go see it when it came out in the theater. Oh, talking about Tears of the Sun, I'm guessing. What did Cholo Trigger say?
He said Cobra, Top Gun, Delta
Cobra,
Force,
Sylvester
Rocky 3,
Stallone.
Rocky 4. He said the 80s has too many bangers. That's right,
Okay.
Cholo. The 80s
why-
got
you-
way too many.
you
Hey, bro, we don't even need to go down that. Look at this, bro. I know. Let's see what kind of slack I get for this one. Breakfast Club is one of the greatest movies of all of the 80s, bro.
That is an awesome movie.
Hey, bro, Ferris Bueller's Day Off is one of the greatest movies of the 80s.
But
I'm
see,
sorry.
these
We
are
could
all-
go on and on and
Yeah.
on.
But here's the thing:
dude.
those are easy conversations because we're going to agree on it. Let's get to some of them that we don't agree on.
Our Poetic, thank you for that $5, man.
Thank you, brother.
That goes for the internet.
Yep.
For anybody else here, guys, we
But-
use the super chats for the internet.
Why don't we do this? Cholo Trucker, you break up the segment for an hour and a half and how you want to break down movies. Whether it's eras or genre.
It has to be genres.
Yeah.
Has to be genre. But
Yeah.
even that would be tough, bro.
Dude,
It'd have to be top 10.
Freddie, Jason.
Oh.
Yeah, I was a Nightmare on Elm Street.
No, Freddy. He's funny.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
He's funny.
Remember when he pulled his skin back?
Whoa.
How about when he made his arms real long and touched both sides of the alley?
And you can see his brain.
Remember when he
thinking-
became a roach? And he made somebody become a roach?
Anyways,
Oh,
okay,
man.
let's bring it back. Let's
Bring it back. Goonies.
Oh
Goonies.
my God, dude. Who put that? Shame on you for bringing up that movie.
Troy Vega.
Oh, man. Tony Vega.
Dude, how did we get from Mamdani to
Oh.
movies?
Because he's a comedian.
Because you know what, dude? I'd rather talk about these 80 movies than talk about that fool, man. That dude,
But were you not moved?
in the movie of Ghostbusters, he'd get sucked into the thing.
he is the slime.
He's the slime.
He is the
man.
ooze, bro.
Man, you know what? That made me want to go watch Cobra. I haven't seen Cobra with Sylvester
Yeah.
Stallone in
Dude.
a minute.
Tango and Cash.
Yeah. How about the most underrated 80s movies?
Oh, see, now that would be good.
Dude, we're not even going to hit the rest of
Okay,
our
what's next?
change the
What's
subject,
next?
Change the subject.
See,
change the subject.
because if we do that, then Cholo Trucker's not going to come.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but wait, what's he saying?
But-
Isn't Jason Voorhees and Michael Myers the same guy? That's what made Freddy different. Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
And here's another.
Freddy, he'll peel your papa back.
Freddie was tight.
And here's the other thing too. Maybe here's another way to get him. Greatest WWF wrestlers.
Oh.
So I can't jump on that train. Colors.
Oh, colors.
Do-
Art Lopez, thank you
Thank
for
you,
that
brother.
super
Thank
chat.
you. Thank
Art
you.
Lopez,
The
thank
Outsiders.
you.
Okay, hey, we're talking about movies and we got 2 super chats. Let's continue to on movies. Sponsored.
Oh, man.
But
Gremlins?
Well, I
Gremlins.
was gonna say, yeah, Gremlins is, man, dude, that was great. Were you guys Alien fans?
yeah, I was.
Yeah.
I liked that. The first Aliens and Predator I liked. I didn't like the rest of them after that. They were whack. I like Aliens vs Predator.
Ooh, another banger in the 80s was Commando.
Yes.
Oh.
I don't know why they never
Commando.
continued that.
That was, yeah.
I don't know why they never
I'm
did
glad
Which
they
you
did
have
it.
to say Predator also.
Yeah.
Oh,
I think
Predator was
I think he
yeah,
just
the
did,
original.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have me some fun. I'm gonna have me some fun.
The part when
You ain't
he's
afraid
cutting
of no
himself.
man. All right. He said peel your
Peel
papa.
your papa back.
All right.
I'll send
He
another
says
if you
I'll
stop.
Look at me, Pac-Man. This is me too.
Oh man, I was gonna say that one right there, bro, but that didn't come out until the 90s.
Yeah, no, that ain't. That's 90s.
That's a whole different era, man.
Yeah. All right. Let's
All right, all right,
let's
Okay,
keep
what's
it
the
moving.
next one?
All right, Mom Donnie, yeah, he's an idiot.
Oh, wait.
what's that?
Commando or Predator?
Oh,
Predator.
Commando.
I say Predator.
I said Predator.
Yeah, Commando.
You go Commando?
Mm-hmm.
But here's
I
the
do
thing.
go Commando.
But here's, yeah, I don't want to know that. But here's the problem. Whatever answer you say, Cholo Trucker will get scientific on you about it.
That's what's up.
He will.
Yeah.
So,
Well, I would just say Predator because there's 2 main characters that I enjoyed that continued on as far as the legacy of the story. Well, because you got Predator, and you got as far as the soldier, and that story goes on, and then you got the Predator. I like Predator, but
Yeah, I like
Commando's awesome, dude. I love Commando. I love Commando.
I didn't like the main bad guy.
You didn't?
In
No.
Predator?
No,
Or Commando?
no, Commando.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah,
I
he was
mean-
kind of weak.
I was like, I love Commando. Don't get me wrong.
I mean,
but if I would have changed something, it would have been that dude with the fishnet shirt.
Yeah, but that
Yeah.
was super banging in those days, bro.
Nah, he's not with the chubby belly like that.
Yeah, and he's got a little vest. Like,
Yeah.
what is that?
I don't know. Anyways, come on, Len. Let's
All
keep
right.
it
Okay,
going.
this is the third time. Next one. Super chat.
Father, please.
Father, please. Okay, what are we talking about again? Adam's upset because he wasn't alive yet.
How old is he?
I don't know.
He 12?
He's. I think he's in his 30s. I think.
Oh, wow.
Well, think about it. Madison is young, and that's.
Well, yeah, but I know people that had kids older.
Let's change the subject. Just talk about Adam now.
Okay.
No, for real. What's the next subject?
No, well, we just wanted to make sure and just everyone knew as far as the history that's being changed, because the last election was the tightest election in American history.
That's right.
There's not been a closer election than the election that we just witnessed that took place. I didn't know that, but I like the George Washington thing that I didn't know.
Yeah.
Apparently Kamala's going around on her book tour and saying that it was the closest election that ever took place.
Is she from another dimension?
Is she a predator?
How can she say that this is the closest election when all of the swing states swung toward Trump? And Trump won the most popular vote. And he got the most votes. And she said it's the closest in this century.
In the 21st century.
Would
That's
you rather
why.
have her or Mamdani for governor?
For governor?
Oh my gosh.
I'm just thinking of the stupidity factor. But here's the thing. Mamdani is very charismatic and he's an idiot. But he's very charismatic. Kamala's just dumb and drunk most of the time. So
Which one's agenda is more dangerous?
I think Mamdani's agenda is more
Yeah,
dangerous.
because he wants to bring in Sharia law.
Yeah.
What is it called whenever they constantly play their like prayer music, or they're
Oh, yeah.
talking like the way Hitler used to do? What is that called?
I can't remember top of my head.
But you know what I'm talking
yeah,
about.
the call
He-
to prayer.
He gets in. That's happening all through New York.
Yeah,
Yeah.
No doubt.
because it's happening in the county he's at, right? Or the town he's at.
New York City. But yeah, I mean, I agree. Our poetic.
It's already happening.
It was Gore and Bush.
It's happening now. You didn't see that?
What?
The call?
Uh-uh.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I didn't see
In
that.
Dearborn.
Keep talking.
In
I'll show it to
Dearborn.
you right now.
Oh, in Dearborn, yeah.
Yeah,
I thought
yeah.
I thought they AI'd that.
No.
No, dude, that's
I
real.
thought that was something like
People are complaining because they're hearing it at 6 a.m.
Yeah.
They're going.
I saw that, but I figured,
Yeah.
this is fake.
You know the mayor that called out the other dude?
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
going to those city council meetings playing and going, dude, it's waking us up at 5 o'clock. Or was it 5 or 6 in the
5,
morning?
6, whatever.
Whatever ungodly hour that is. Like, are you serious? But no, absolutely. You know what Daniel was saying, Gore and Bush. Like, how do you forget the hanging Chad?
Yeah.
And it was what was a couple like 6,000 votes or something like that.
Is she saying this century because we're only 25 years into this century?
But that happened in this century.
No.
That was the 2000 election.
Was it?
Yeah.
Gore and Bush.
Oh. I didn't pay attention to politics then.
Yeah, because 9/11 took place when he in his first term.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
That was the end of it, wasn't it?
That was the very beginning.
Oh, no. The end of it was Katrina.
Yeah. Then he went into his second term
The
until
end of it
08.
was Katrina.
Empty Tomb says she's definitely something. Can't think of an appropriate word though.
Nothing you want to say as a Christian online?
Nothing I can even say in my mind.
But here's the thing that it's like, why is the media? I'm saying this question. It's a rhetorical question, guys. I'm not asking like I'm really surprised by it, but The media, social media, or all the liberal media is playing this narrative and playing this soundbite over and over and over again of her saying it is the closest race in American history, and you hear all these weirdos chanting and cheering.
Who told her this?
Yeah, that's a great question. Fire your writers.
Because I think she believes it.
Fire your writers.
I think
I don't think she thinks she's lying. I think she
is
believes
she drunk now or sober now and drunk then? What do you think it is? And doesn't remember.
I mean, she does have a lot more money, so she's probably on some good drugs right about now. Instead of just the alcohol. For the record. Yeah, fire your writers. That's what it comes down to. Because
Do you think she actually wrote her book?
No.
Come on, dude.
I don't think she wrote her book.
ChatGPT wrote it.
I was gonna say, not even ChatGPT would have wrote that. No way.
Man, some dude in the Tenderloin wrote it.
It's Snap EBT wrote it. Crazy.
Some Walmart brand of AI
I don't think she's
wrote
read
it.
her book.
I don't think she read her book either. I don't think she can read.
Dude, have you read the comments like on Amazon?
No,
on
I'm
the
not
book?
even.
Like people are like, "This is horrible. I sent it back. This is the worst book."
Why would you read it?
I didn't read. I was reading.
No. I'm saying those people that you're talking about.
Oh,
Why would you?
Because they're her staff. She told them to leave a comment. Empty Tomb says, delusional.
one of them was her husband.
Oh,
it was a horrible book.
Dude, you talk about buying leads, right? I mean,
Delusional would you have to be? Seriously, though, I think it's just to get her side clapping and going off.
But she has no side.
She ain't even running for nothing. She keeps saying about.
She's done.
Yeah, she ain't gonna like. Oh, the rumor of California governor. That's not.
She's
gonna,
out.
She ain't gonna do that, dude. She's done. Like politics is over.
Have
for
you ever
her.
played checkers where you know there's no move they can do because they're going to lose,
Yes.
but they're still contemplating what move to make?
But they're in the corner
Yes.
doing this.
They're still contemplating.
Yes.
There's no move that can be done.
I've sat in the tic-tac-toe
Yeah.
move where
Yes.
you have them this way or this way, whatever.
And and the person's thinking, that's Kamala.
Because the only thing that all you're waiting, all you're waiting for is that last king that's going to block him in to get there, and they're just doing this.
Yeah.
The last two spots, and it's just like, but I guess, like mom and dad was like, no tienen vergüenza.
Yeah.
Like you have no shame. You have no shame to say the dumb stuff that you do, and then try to convince us with your idiocies and just like what? It doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
But it's Kamala.
So that makes sense.
It's Kamala.
That's Kamala. I always say this, man. I've said this so many people, and the people that know me, when I'm the smartest one in the room, it's a bad day for everybody in that room, and that's how I am around Kamala. Like, come on, dude. Oh my goodness, dude.
Oh my God.
Dang, two dummies back to back.
We gave her like 5 minutes too much.
That's Diddy, Mondummy, and Kamala. Oh
dude,
my gosh.
Oh my gosh. If Trump hears that, he's going to start using that.
I wish he would, dude. How do I get this
Tweet
to
it
Trump?
to him. Or
How do I, yes,
social, True Social.
born dummy, mun dummy. Yes. Yes. Tell me, please, somebody, let me know how I can get that to Trump.
I think Trump is a little bit Mexican because he has a nickname for everybody.
Heck
El
yeah.
flaco, el feo.
Heck yeah.
Ay, que mala.
Dude, the other thing was just Mondummy, where he was like, I want Trump to come. I will debate Trump. And it's like, dude, if Trump were to go to debate a non-mayor, how dumb would that look?
Yeah.
That doesn't even make sense.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And he's like, I'll do it. Dude, because you get the clicks and views.
Oh my gosh. I didn't know he said that.
Yeah, he wanted him to come down.
Dude, you can't. How can you debate somebody that'll clown you and has no filter and could care less?
But David, if he were to do that, it's a win-win for him.
Yeah, of course.
Just because of views.
Because nobody knows who he is.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, people that actually pay attention. I didn't know who he was till you brought this guy up to me.
Yeah.
I recently watched the short, the YouTube short of Hillary. Of Hillary getting at Trump about paying taxes.
Oh, yeah.
And the whole time she's talking, he's like this. And then she says, "Oh, it's a good thing that somebody is not. It's a good thing that Donald Trump is not in the power of whatever she says, whatever." And then Trump just like this, or you'd be in jail. And then just goes right back into his posture, dude. I'm telling you, bro, my Theo is funny, bro. I can only imagine that dude twisted.
Or when he tells the story how Hillary Clinton, they were passing through and bumped into each other, and she said, "Pardon me," and he said, "No." It's like, oh, man, Uncle Don, that's funny. That's just some good funny stuff.
That is some good
That's
funny
funny
stuff.
right there. I don't care what they say.
Yeah.
That is funny.
In the words of the guy from Waterboy,
All right.
What do you got?
Bring it in. Well, on a more serious note, just kind of, on topic, we've been hitting this every week from different angles.
Yeah.
And, it is, I will say this, it is starting to pick up steam now in the Christian community.
Thank God.
Yeah. And now a little bit more, it's pouring out into platforms that are conservative platforms. I'll say that. Which, thank you, Bill Maher.
Yeah.
I mean that. Thank you, Bill Maher, for bringing that up. Who's not a Christian, and
Not
is very
even conservative.
Nope, not even conservative, and very, very vocal against Christianity.
Yeah. He made a whole documentary against Christianity.
Yep. Was it Religiosity or something? And about 15 years ago. And so, but now we have another massacre that took place. 30 beheaded.
In Mozambique. By ISIS.
Which was a name that hadn't surfaced in a while.
Yeah, we haven't heard much about ISIS. I mean, we know they still exist, but they've got pretty much, taken off of the main, thing. But 30 men, right, were beheaded in Mozambique.
And they celebrated it.
Yeah. And this just happened yesterday, I think. Was it yesterday, or it was very recent?
Yeah.
When it happened.
Within the last 48 hours.
Yeah.
48 to 72 hours. It was a recent event.
Yeah.
And the reason why we know about it is they posted it.
Oh, did they?
They posted photos of burning the church, burning houses. They had the men on their knees standing in front of them, showing their flag.
The CBN did.
No, ISIS.
ISIS.
Oh, yes. I apologize. Yes.
Yeah. And and that's what we were talking about earlier. It's like, where's Black Lives Matter?
Yeah.
Where's this outrage?
How come the colleges are in a...
Yeah. And so you see the face of these Christian men on their knees about to be beheaded.
Yeah.
And there's nothing.
So I just found out on Sunday, Grace International just dedicated a new church in Mozambique. And there's videos of it. So Charles Stanley Moodley, he's our Grace... So we have a Grace, Steve Riggle's the main international president.
Yeah.
But Stanley Moodley is the president of all Grace churches in the continent of Africa. And he was in Mozambique, literally Sunday. And they had just dedicated a brand new church building, there. And so, I mean, this hits home, man, with stuff like this. We are part of Grace International, which has a lot of, Pastor Thomas, who's coming October 19th, we're going to get him in his podcast room. He himself oversees a little over 500 churches in Nigeria. That's a far reach.
Yeah.
And Pastor Thomas is under Stanley Moodley, who's over all of the African Grace International churches. So, but yeah, man, we got to keep the people there in prayer. 30 men, probably 30 fathers, 30 husbands were beheaded. Why? Because they believe in Jesus. Yep. So, yeah, man, it's just horrible what's happening. But, we can't sit here surprised. The Word of God says so. He says they'll They'll hate if they hated you. Jesus says they hated me first, but I've overcome the world. So I mean, the Word of God never says there won't be persecution. No. Matter of fact, He says the blood of the martyrs are crying for revenge. You know, and we see that in the Book of Revelation. So we're going to keep bringing it up every time we see this because nobody was talking about it until recently. Now people are talking about it.
Yeah, it's a more recent phenomenon that they're catching up to it.
Yeah, and that's because it's got reported. What about villages that don't have no media, no phone, no nothing?
But I mean, think about it. We broke the story nationally, and so, and I mean, I say that jokingly, but I also say that seriously because of the fact that I don't know of anybody that was talking about it other than us, and this is not something that.
Well, that's 6 months ago?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Ago? We started this whole process months and months ago of talking about it and bringing it up, to our viewers and to the church.
Yeah.
And I outside of that, I didn't hear about it anywhere.
Yeah.
And so maybe it would be one or two Christian articles or, here and there, but it really was minimal. It just wasn't picking up steam.
Yeah, exactly. Cholo Trucker says, I've said it before, we're spoiled here in this country. We don't know what real persecution is.
Absolutely.
True statement.
Yeah.
We don't.
You can go around and ask, 100 Christians here in America, would you denounce the name of Jesus if you were looking at beheading? And all 100 would say, absolutely not. And it's just like, when I hear that question, I truly in my heart say, I really do hope so.
I've always said that if Christianity became illegal today, how many churches would be empty Sunday?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because you know what, man, I'm real with myself, man. Because over here in this first world I live in, in these hard times I go through, you know what I'm saying? Like, comparing myself to
where they're closing out Starbucks all around you.
Yes, exactly. Where people with purple hair are mad because they can't kill their baby. You know what I'm saying? Like, all jokes aside, it's just like, well, I'm over here. These people are over here dealing with real life issues. Like, dang, man. And what's crazy is that these Islamic and ISIS and Muslim people who are doing all of the killing, they make sure that the children and the family and everybody is watching at the same time. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, I can't fathom the thought. I've been through the worst time ever in my life this year, and I still don't think I've even touched what some of these people have went through ever in their life. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, it's very, very sad. So, I mean, these are the kind of opportunities that I like to take as far as, like, everybody watching, find that platform you have and post these stories.
Yeah.
Get it out there, man. Be that, use this thing, use the internet for something different, for just what it's used, how everybody else is doing it. Let people know. I mean, it's crazy when the one to break the story about media being silence of Christian genocide, right, is Bill Maher.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What does that say to the Christian community? I mean, that's just real. Nothing against anybody. I'm just saying we have the same platform that he has as far as the internet goes.
Yeah.
So
there's a woman that's been circulating on the internet. Her name is, I'm looking it up, Sarah Adams. I don't know if you guys have seen her. I was watching her. She was on more recently is the Officer Tatum.
Okay.
And so it was a recent thing, and she was just talking about how the October 7th situation that happened in Israel was a precursor, and she's a former CIA. She's a CIA whistleblower.
Yeah.
And she was just saying that October 7th in Israel was a precursor and a pre-plan to see the response, because they are planning that here in the United States.
Yeah.
And so,
how could that even be possible? We're a huge nation.
Yeah, but I could see it happen in Canada.
What do you mean?
On the border. you know how many Muslims are there on the border, working along with the
I
traffic?
think the difference. Well, are Israelis armed?
Yeah.
They
Well,
are.
well,
the way
but-
United States is armed.
Well, here's the thing. In that it happened on Sabbat, so a lot of the soldiers, according to them, there was this. When they said there was a stand down order, but it was it stand down not necessarily taking them away because of that, or was it a stand down because they were having Passover? During that day, Sabbath, and so, but that it was just, in other words, it was how they're not saying that it's an exact replica, but that they were doing a test run to learn from, and what she's been kind of going around and just saying, be aware, because she's naming people. Like there was a gentleman that not a gentleman, but I think he spoke at the UN or he spoke in the United States, who was one of the top terrorists who's now speaking publicly.
Yeah.
If maybe you can watch take time to watch Officer Tatum. As far as it was a recent episode with him, and so she's going over and just telling how he's speaking here in the United States. He was one of the top Taliban on the top 10 list.
Yeah.
They thought they killed him. He lived. He survived. But now he was able to come into the United States without being arrested. And the reports that have gone through since 2021 was that in 2021, it was something like 1,500 known terrorists came in that year. And, and it was just all these numbers of different people. And she was just talking about how, that, again, I might be butchering some of these details.
Yeah.
Because it was just an interview that I'd seen. But just that it was a precursor to plan something as big as 9/11 here in the United States that started with them as a precursor plan in October 7th in Israel. And, when we've done, how many issues have we done on the border here? How many times have we talked about closing down the border?
Yeah.
And for everyone just thinking of it, like you see the raids that's what's happening with ICE agents in Chicago. And you see all that's happening. People they called the police off.
Yeah.
To stand down. And did you see that video downtown, dude, where the ICE agent is wrestling with the dude?
No.
And people are coming all around him. And he's trying to wrestle the dude and put him in the car, him and another guy. And all these citizens are surrounding him.
Uh-huh.
And it's like, dude, all those people, they could have hurt those ICE agents because the police was not responding.
Yeah.
And so you kind of see this mix of things that are happening right now. And it's just like, dude, that's crazy.
I think that if something like that would truly happen in America, I think it would happen to the big cities.
Mm-hmm.
And somebody might say, well, if you have the big cities, you have everything. No, you don't, actually. No. The big cities don't have agriculture.
Yep.
The big cities don't have the water. The big city don't have the food. Rural places do. Mm-hmm. So I remember somebody ignorantly said, because they were angry because people that were in smaller states and smaller towns, and this person was a liberal, say, if they're going to vote for Trump, you know what, we'll just cut them off. Cut them off from what? In the cities, you don't have enough grocery stores to even handle one day. You would have complete chaos.
Do you think purple-haired people know how to fish?
Exactly.
Do you think metal-faced people know how to hunt? No.
So I think that if anything, big cities would fall. But places like here, places like up in Sierra Nevada, we'll just hunt and fish.
Yeah, even though here in the valley, do we know how to? I know we have learned how to maneuver through the Delta canals, how to get from one place to another.
Yeah.
Now, whether we learned in our high school days, that's a different conversation.
That's a whole different
But nonetheless, we learned how to maneuver through and follow the canals.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Because it's our area. And you're right. They're unfortunately they're very vulnerable.
Yeah.
And not realizing that the rural areas is really where the safety's at.
Yeah. Well, that's where the food is.
Yeah.
That's where the resources is.
Yeah.
I mean, I just came back from driving 3 hours full of forest just now. Just 3 hours of forest, and it's just like, okay, this is insane. Like, If you have to go out and not be in the city,
Yeah.
you can survive out here.
I was in Reno last week.
Yeah.
And we went into a gun store, and, a gun shop, and we told we're from California, and they were like, "Oh, dude, how can we help you?" Yeah.
Poor you.
and so
Get out. At least they didn't tell you to get out. You know?
there was a young,
Like that, huh?
there was a young lady that was there, and it was her birthday.
Yeah.
And they were like, "Well, we have a tradition here. If it's somebody's birthday, we'll give them a gun and a full clip, and you can go." So I'm thinking California, right?
Yeah.
I don't know necessarily. I know Arizona. I don't know Nevada.
Okay.
And so I didn't realize how that Nevada's good old boys. As far as weapons and all that. I kind of figured, but I wasn't sure. I'd never experienced it. So they give this girl this semi-automatic with a clip. Right, fill the clip up, and the guy standing behind her, and he goes, "Let me hold your shoulder. Right, I'm going to put my hand in the back of your shoulder, just because of the kickback."
Yeah.
And he says,
The
"Okay."
recoil?
Yep. He says, so first, he said, "I'm going to put it." He put the clip up, and he goes, "Okay, shoot." Boom. That's one shot. Okay, move that down. Now it's three. A burst of three. Boom, boom. Or boom, boom, boom. Okay, now let it down. She goes, "What's that?" He said, "That's the whole clip." And dude, she just lets loose, right, on this thing. This girl's probably 105 pounds, man. And she's just letting loose on this. And it was hilarious. And then it was like, dude, because I started thinking, people that think in the United States, like other countries, and they're coming in and they're wanting to come in and thinking that we're, it's, I'm a lady type of, and pink haired. And
That is ma'am.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like, and that's what they're thinking. They're they're going to find something very different. In California, Nevada, Oregon, Arizona. Arizona, man, you go to southern Arizona, they ain't playing.
What's southern Arizona? Phoenix?
No.
Tucson
South.
Oh, okay.
Go to Cochise County, go to Tombstone, and go to those gun stores out there. Benson,
pretty
and
wild.
Tombstone, Sierra Vista over by Huachuca military base. Dude, that's a whole different world out there on the border.
So
just like New Mexico.
yesterday
Yep.
we went to eat dinner in Nevada, in Reno, and these two guys walk in. One dude, other than having a sheriff's patch, I wouldn't have known that he was law enforcement. What I noticed is he's ordering pizza. He has a pistol in the back of the small of his back, not in a holster. See, I'm used to seeing police here; it's holstered.
Yeah.
Dude, he
California
straight up
law.
had a Glock in his back, the small of it sticking out of his pants.
Scratching his back.
So I didn't see the patch at first, and I'm just like, this dude's walking around with a Glock in his back. And then he passes by, and I see like a sheriff patch because there was a green patch with the green shirt, so you couldn't really see. Yeah. And then he goes to sit down because it's probably uncomfortable. He removes it and just stuffs it in front of his pants. No holster, nothing. I'm like, okay, we're in Nevada. And he just ate his pizza and talked to whoever he looked like, his brother, little brother, or something.
Look at Austin. Welcome to the Wild West.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's exactly what it is.
And I'm like, okay, cool. Yeah. I got no issue with it, and it was just different, though. I wasn't used to that.
There was a while back. It was a different time and a different age and a different era.
Yeah.
But I had something on me, and it was for a situation.
It's legal in Nevada, bro.
Yeah. and so, but I told you that mom was like,
oh, yeah.
Yeah, my mom comes up to me. She was like, "Hey, come here." And I was like, "What?" She goes, "Your suit coat is over the gun. You just walked in the sanctuary. Everyone could see it." And I was like, "Oh, snaps."
Yeah, it's a different life, man. I'm telling you, man.
Different place.
Yeah, it is. It's a whole different beast wherever you are, and that's why. I don't know. You got to know the surroundings. No, don't think you're at home whenever you're not at home.
Yeah.
It's just like these places are different.
I was watching this YouTuber. He's out in Nevada, somewhere out on the outskirts past Reno, and he's doing YouTube. But sometimes people get angry at him because of the stuff he says, and I guess he got tired of it one day because there's a lot of Cali people saying stuff to him, Okay. And he goes, "Listen, man." He goes, "You gonna do this? You gonna do that? Go ahead, come over here. I'm telling you though, once you cross the border, you're playing with something different." He was, "You come over here, you ain't leaving."
To Nevada?
Yeah. He just straight up told him. He was, "You know what town I'm at? You know where I'm at. Bring it." He goes, "I'm telling you, you ain't leaving." And I'm just like, dang. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, I've seen. There's some YouTubers, man, that are out there.
Yeah.
And dude, they'll put the video. It's the ranch behind them, ex-military guys.
Yeah.
And they're like, I hear all you blue-haired people say whatever you're gonna say. This is where I'm at. We can meet at this place, dude. I'm telling you, you ain't walking away.
Yeah.
I got some friends of mine who have went up to Nevada quite a bit, and they are. I think I've said this before. Like everywhere, wherever we're at in their home, it's at arm reach. Wherever.
Yeah.
I'm talking, and they have nice sized homes wherever we are at in their home. It's at arm reach, and it's just like I many a times this has happened where it's like, "Hey T man, don't sit there. I'm gonna sit there." Okay, cool. And I'm thinking like, whatever, bro. This is your home. You know what I'm saying? Like I get it. It's a man's chair, whatever. It's like, "No, man. I just need to be next to this." It's like, "Oh, my bad, dog." You know what I mean? So it's man. Like I said,
sitting by the remote, right?
Yeah, dude. Like don't forget you're not at home, man. That's all I'm saying. Just pay attention to your surroundings, man. Get it known.
Yeah.
So my final thing before we get done is just really quick, government shutdown.
Yeah.
What do you think? I know we're over right now, right?
Oh, we're good.
We're over a few minutes.
Yeah. I haven't followed too much.
Me either.
I do. I will say what I have absolutely enjoyed of the government shutdown
The meme?
is the memes. Yeah.
Oh, man.
Dude, the creativity of the memes and the anger of the Democrats of the memes.
Dude, I'm Mexican and I'm not. I'm laughing at the mustache and the sombrero.
And other people are telling me that I should be offended. Actually, I'm really enjoying it.
Have you? Oh, so you haven't seen what they're fighting for? What the things that they want to see?
His hands backwards.
Oh, what's wrong with
Of what they're looking for.
As far as why the shutdown? Yeah.
You saw the things that's on their bill that they need to go ahead. They need to get.
Go ahead and read it. But what I do know is the medical.
So what I guess the Republican Party is going for is ending Medicaid funding for most non-citizens, ending enhanced FMAP for emergency care to illegal immigrants, closing the California loophole, ending Medicare funding for most non-citizens, ending Obamacare funding for most non-citizens, and repelling from Obamacare, quote-unquote, special rule for immigrants. Those are the things that they will not sign over.
Yeah.
My only question is, and this is probably a dumb question, but whatever. I want to know if they're all, because you know how their slush money went away when Elon went in there and their $60 million to India for condoms got wiped off, right?
Hey, that was important.
I mean, I guess it's better than
Central America.
I guess this is better than killing all the sons like in the Bible, right? So anyways, but I wonder if they're getting paid off of all that. I wonder if somehow, some way, all these Democrats are being paid.
Are you asking rhetorically?
No, like that's why I say it probably sounds like a dumb question, but that's probably why they're fighting against.
They're messing with their money.
They're messing with their money, huh? Yeah, and so it's just like, but I was like, dang, dude, that's what it is. And she had a press conference yesterday, and it was and then they were supposed to vote yesterday. I should have did the research. Please forgive me. I'm sure if Felipe doesn't seem to be on today, but if Felipe was on there, he'd let us know if they started back up if they didn't, because they were supposed to vote last night to open it up again.
Really?
And this is what the Republicans need to go ahead and bow down to in order for, they need 5 Democrats to vote against these, and then they'll be able to open up the government again.
Yeah, I wasn't even paying attention, to be honest with you.
Yeah, no,
Maybe I should have, but I mean,
I know that I did see where there was a podcaster that ran up to was it Maxine Waters?
Oh yeah.
And I seen that when he was like, "So you want to be able to give money to illegals for medication? We want medication for all people. So you want to use citizens' money for illegals, and that you just want to catch me and saying something." It's like, well, that's what the bill is. That's what you're trying to vote against or, push.
She's creepy.
Yeah, she is. She needs to retire. Like,
Empty
seriously.
Tomb said, happy anniversary to you and Sharon. By the way, I caught that on the way home, but I was driving. Hope you guys get to do something special together. God bless you both.
We're exhausted, man. We just came from Lake Tahoe and Reno and literally came straight to do this podcast. So we're excited to go home, actually.
Oh, there's my comadre.
Well,
Yep.
we were going to talk about something. We're going to wait till next week because you had wanted to talk about Israel.
Yeah.
In today's, what did you call it?
Israel Today's View.
And that's probably going to take a whole hour.
Yeah, no, I know.
Yeah.
I know.
And what else did we not talk about?
Real quick, did you guys see the guy, the social media influencer who was stabbing people
No.
with needles?
No, I didn't see that.
And he got 12 months jail time. And this video, he actually was videoing him walking around with a needle and actually stabbing people and injecting something into them. Like they'd be asleep at the park. And
there's Felipe.
is he there?
Felipe, there's Disco, and who? I didn't acknowledge Endless Capabilities.
Yeah, troops are not getting paid. Yeah, that's right. So, I wanted to talk about Hegseth's speech.
Oh, that's right.
No
We didn't
more
get a
fat
chance
people.
to.
Yeah,
no
see?
more fat people.
Yeah, we didn't get a chance.
All right, see, we got a lot.
Okay.
We got a lot to. Well, we'll throw that out there, but we do want to. I wanted to bring that up just because it's such a big cultural thing.
What?
As far as
Maxine Waters?
No,
Oh,
she's not a cultural thing.
Joyce Crockett?
Definitely not her. But just within the Christian community, there's a lot of pushback back and forth
yeah.
of where do we draw that line, and what does that look like today? Of what was God speaking to in Abraham?
Yeah.
And I don't want to discuss that today, but
either.
But that's why that was one of the reasons why I want to talk about it, because I think it's bringing a lot of it's bringing a lot of good conversation.
Nobody's here to open the door, bro. They all left.
Really?
Yeah. So let's just say our goodbyes because
Okay.
Tino's wife's up front and we don't want to leave her out there.
No.
God bless you guys.
Bless
See you
you.
next
We'll
Tuesday.
Hit it next week.
All right.
Be blessed.
Peace.